YouTube, what's up? Regenerating the body. 7 years ago, the body that you had cellularly is not the body that you have now. So let that sink in. That you are not the same person you were 7 years ago at a physical level. Unless the template that you're regenerating upon, because you every so often you regenerate. For someone who has a more unhealthy diet, unhealthy lifestyle, their template is more damaged. So the thoughts that are ingrained and the substances that are ingrained in the cells of this template, of this body, that's what the body's regenerating from. And it takes longer to regenerate. The process is longer and everything. But somebody that is more healthy could regenerate in 46 days. So a 7-year process can happen in 46 days for someone that has been fasting for 46 days. So it's all relative to how you treat your body, how you gear your body. But if you examine it, you can look at it like everyone is shedding their body regardless. Whether it's through that, at a cellular level, you shed it and then you move on to a different stage to where you learn different lessons, different segment, and then move on from there, and then you're a different person from there. Or if you are impatient and you give in to the daily temptation and then you shed your body via trauma, then you're condemned to restart and have to relearn everything that you've already learned. And you just go through this whole history repeats thing where you're shedding the body via trauma instead of setting it down or consciously shedding it and changing form. So it's the shedding of the body and your regeneration has everything to do with the template that you're starting off of. So again, fasting, a different diet, that all changes your thought process, and your cells are under the government of your thinking, and that has everything to do with the person you are. And then again, your mind, your persona is more controlled by the moon itself, because the body itself is more so moisture than anything, and the moon regulates that. And people really just need to know their moon sign, so they know. Like they say, the sun regulates the soul, the moon regulates the persona. So water has a memory, like I've stated before, and the more fat and garbage you eat, the more water you need to counter that, because where earth goes, water flows, or where water goes, earth is. So because they counter each other, they keep each other to where you're not spilling everywhere. That's what earth does to balance water, and if you're overly watery, then you have a muddy situation, things like that. So if you know like your body, and you know your diet, and you know how to keep the balance of the 4 elements, then it's easy to regenerate. But for most people, they don't know their self and they're not self, and they don't know that water has a memory, and that the more that earth you take on, the more water you have to hold on to balance the pH. And then since you're holding on to the water, that water has a memory to it, wherever you took the water from, however it was extracted and brought to you, all that, everything that came through to get to you, that's all held on to you. And then any thoughts that were maybe not complementary, they don't flow right through you like they normally would if you were less dense. So if you're dense like that, then you can't maneuver about the layers, and you just become less alive. If you're that dense, you're not conscious of the other layers of life and the more subtle ways of creating. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that.